Okay, welcome to my live video. I am trying to invite those on Facebook to my live video. I'll be making sandal chips. These are the ingredients. These are the main ingredients I'll be using, and I'll be picking oils from here. So I'm just waiting for the link to drop so that I can invite those on Facebook to join the live video on Facebook and Instagram. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The network is. I don't like this network. Let's just start with the video, guys. Okay, so I have all my recipes written here for my customers because mostly they resell the trial water. So what I do is I I like write down their own recipe for them with their names. And by doing so, when they come back for the same exact trial water, it will be very easy for me to know what to recreate for them. So so this customer, I have lost count of how many times she comes back for trial water. So and her sandal, I know her sandal chips is a very like strong, woody, sandally scent. But then to be sure, I just have to recheck and cross check so that I do not make mistake because she loves um she is obsessed with like a certain type of trial that I make for her. So she always order that type of trial. And yeah, guys, this is it. So this is her recipe, and let me remove the oils I'll be using for her own recipe. So let me just start with the basic ingredient I'll be using in this trial water. So the first ingredient I'll be using is my jarry, and this is jarry. This jarry is called ambergris or benzoin, and this is the amount I'll be using. A little is okay for us, so I'll be grinding my up. Let's say pounding my jarry into powder. So for the jarry, I normally used to grind like a lot and keep it. But sometimes when the weather is cold or when the weather is hot, the jarry changes. Like it's either the powder will just solidify and turn to one stone, or the jarry will start like melting. So yes, that's why I don't grind my jarry and keep. But for like my farichi, I grind my farichi. I make sure my farichi is in powdered form, and I have like a lot before I even start making trial water with it. So mostly, I don't know the logic behind like starting up to add jarry first because I always see my mother adding her jarry first, and my like That's how I know how to make it. Jawi goes in first. But some people add farche, sandal powder, and other ingredients. But for me, jawi first. So I'll be wearing my hand glove because you all know that it's not very safe to use your hand to make trial water. Even though I forget, like I always forget to use my hand glove, but um, it's very very good to use your hand glove. When you're making dry water, you want your hand to remain healthy, like remain like to stay safe. So I'll be adding all the jawi into um the already fried sandal chips. So I've fried this sandal chips with sugar and humra. And for the caramel, I use a little lemon and cloves water. So if you've been following my videos lately, you will notice that I use cloves water. Okay, so cloves water is a very good is good to use, especially if you don't want to use lemon, because it's not every time you get to use the lemon juice. Some people use samia, that's tamarind. I have not used tamarind. I have never used tamarind, but the concept is to just like um the sugar should just sink to loosen. The sugar should just loosen up. So that's just the concept. So in a video. So I'm just going to check whether I've still not gotten the I've still not gotten the notification, but I'm just going to oh I'm not inviting them on Facebook. So our jawi is already in. The next ingredients, I think I should add my sandal powder. Okay, so I have this. This is the sandal powder. This is the sandal powder. So this is my, and I have this other sandal powder that I haven't used. So I'm just going to add this sandal powder. Mama, in a live video. So after adding my sandal powder, I'm going to add the other ingredients like my moss crystals, the onicha. I like adding onicha and sandal powder lastly to just give it like I think that's the way I add mine. So okay, so yes, so after adding the sandal powder, we go in with our Luban Saudi. And after Luban Saudi, we will go in with our moss crystals. So I have not dropped the moss crystals. I have not carried my, I don't know. Let me go and get the moss crystals. Mama in a video live fa kina ta wannan a ciki. Bari in kashe. Pause. Akwai. Okay, so here is our moss crystals. So we can continue our video. I wanted to stop this video because you all know that moss crystals is an important ingredient used in making chai water, and we cannot make this chai water without our moss crystals. So let's continue making our trial water. So I got this Jamil. Um, I will be adding a little of the Jamil cologne to my sandal chips. So in her own recipe, I add Bintu Sudan to her turari, but I added Jamil and I'm still going to add Bintu Sudan again. So it's already giving me what I'm like what I'm okay. So it's good. It's already giving what it's supposed to give. Oh, sorry. So my Bintu Sudan is somewhere here. It is hiding somewhere here. Okay, so I found my Bintu Sudan. So this is the Bintu Sudan, and I'm just going to add a little Bintu Sudan to this. So this is so our Bintu Sudan is here. Then the next ingredients I'll be adding is um sandal oil. But before adding the sandal oil, I will add my Luban Saudi. Then after adding Luban Saudi, I'll add moss crystals, and then I'll add um the moss this oh my god, I don't know. I've forgotten the name, but I will try to write the name in the comment section when I remember the name. We call it Saudi Mosques, but that's not the name in the market. In the market, it's not called Saudi Mosque. So this is my Luban Saudi. I hope I'm audible. Please, if you have a question, you can ask me in the comment section. So Luban Saudi is in. So the next ingredients I'll be adding is farichi. This is my farichi powder. Our farichi is in. Then I have this small farichi paste. My auntie made this paste for me. So using my humra, so I'll be adding a little, just a little, to give it that smoky scent. To give it that smoky, let me check scent. So this is what it looks like. And for the farichi, this is what it looks like. Then the German. For those of you that want to screenshot it, this is it. And you all know so click on this, click on it. Then this is my sandal powder. So this is my moss crystal. I forgot I was supposed to hold my mic. So I've added my sandal powder. Sorry, sandal oil, sandalia oil as my base oil. So sandalia is always my base oil. If I don't add sandalia, I add white sandal. If I don't add white sandal, I add sandal saffron. Any of the sandal oils you have, you can add them. But the base oil should be like base oil should be like in the like higher quantity than the other oils that you use to make the triangular smell good and stand out. So for the sandalia, if you want to like just balance the cost of everything so that it will be affordable and people will still love it and the scent will smell nice, you should go for this sandalia because this sandalia is very very affordable and it is like it's economical, let me say. And it's economical here because like it will go a long way when you use this than using even sandal zafran. They have almost same price with sandal zafran, but if you want to use sandal zafran you only have 100 ml, but this is 500 ml. So the next ingredient I'll be going in with is my red sandal. This is red sandal, gen sandal, the one we call gen sandal. So gen sandal is in, and I will be adding more sandal powder to this triangle because you can see guys, this is not how my sandal chips look like at this point. Let me tell you, this smells so good. And if you, this is good like compared to the triangle that you see in the markets. This is a very very good triangle. The ingredients, like it's all the ingredient that is needed are already like I've already added them. So next is my sandal powder. So I'm just going to coat everything with sandal powder because the sandal powder needs to be like a lot. That is how my sandal chips looks like. Some people their sandal chips doesn't have like a lot of sandal powder, but for me my sandal chip has like a lot of sandal powder. So the sandal powder will help me bind all the ingredients together. It will make the triangle look very beautiful, and it will just like increase the quality of the triangle, whereby like you can just take one chip and you can just burn it and it will go a long way. You don't need to add plenty to your hot coal. So that's why I add a lot of sandal powder when making my sandal chips. So you can see it's not even like fully coated like it's supposed to be. If I show you the sandal chips that I have, the sandal chips that I have made, you just notice that like the oils have settled at the bottom of the jar, and then you have like the sandal chips fully coated with all the powders. So these powders you're seeing, um these powders you're seeing at the bottom and on the side of this bowl, I will add more oil so that everything will be fully combined and it will give us what we're looking for, like the result we're looking for. So I know you but guys will probably be wondering when I will add this. This is something I will add after making the trial water. This is my finishing touches in this trial water. This will just make the trial water look beautiful and look different and stand out from other trial water in the market. And it will I'll just like take beautiful pictures of the trial water because my customer will be using it for her website. I will take the pictures, and this mask that I will add will make it look so beautiful. So you guys will see when I'm done. I'll probably use the picture for the thumbnail of this video after like saving this live video. So more sandal powder is going in, more sandal powder is going in, and I'll add my base, my second oil, let's say my middle notes, which is my woody perfume. So I just it happened that one day when I was making my water, I added this perfume in one of her sandal chips recipe, and she loved the outcome. And ever since I've been adding this, but mostly for my sandal chips, I do not add this oil perfume. I do not add this. I add it for like woody fragrance or like fruity fragrance to give it depth, like to give it depth and to make it like very long lasting when you burn. So I just tried it out with the sandal chips and my customer loved it. And ever since I've been using this perfume for her sandal chips. So I'll be adding I have 70 mil here. I'll be adding 30 mil and then I will let this sit for some time and then I will probably continue this video if I have the chance to do it so. But for now, these ingredients that we added, we have to let them marinate, we have to let them come together, we have to let them um infuse together, and then we will continue the second step of making this amazing churro water. So 30 mil. So 30 mil of our Burhan oil is already in, and I'm going to mix this until it's properly combined. Then I'm going to add this to the storing jar, and I'll continue adding the remaining oils after 24 hours. I need to ship this out this week, inshallah, so it will not take time for me to add the oils. But if it wasn't like a customer's order, I will let this sit for a week before I add other oils. That way, the this one has already cured. Like this ingredient that I added now have like has already cured, and it will just stand out. It will give us an amazing result. So this is where I'll be storing it. So I'll probably make a video tomorrow when I'm marinating it with more oil perfumes. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like my video, share my video with your loved ones and fellow Bakhoor enthusiasts and perfume lovers and fragrance lovers around the world. So I hope to see you guys in my next one. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this like if you did, please comment in the comment section. It will motivate me to do more live videos of how to make charmuta from scratch.